Honored and distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Namaste and a very warm welcome to you on this special occasion in celebration of Rathna Kumar, a rare and precious jewel in the cultural crown of this city and a recipient of the Government of India's very prestigious Sangeet Natak Academy Award. On behalf of Rathna and Anil, I thank you for being here. Our first speaker is the Consul General of India, the Honorable Sanjeev Arora.
And we are grateful to you for your friendship and your guidance and support. There's never been a National Day function organized by the consulate when we have not had students from Anjali Center for Performing Arts giving some patriotic songs and other cultural performances. I believe it's the first time that they have conferred such a prestigious award on a person of Indian origin. It's really a privilege to join all of you in saluting Rathna ji, and we wish her all happiness, many more successes, and we look forward to doing more things with you together in the months and years ahead. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Arora. Our next speaker tonight has been named one of Houston's 50 most influential women. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Renu Katur.
Dr. Rathna Kumar, you are just an incredible person. You are a special person. We always knew how talented you were. This is just a testimony, a finale to something that we know you always had. But I did not know so much about this particular academy. I had heard the name, but I just wanted to know more about it, so I did go and Google on it. And I'm telling you, the more I read, the more impressed I got. And I looked at all the names there for music awards and dance awards in every single categories. You will not find any of the biggest names people that are not on that list. I mean, people are on that list. That's the list that says you made it. I felt so proud, Rathnaji, I can tell you. And I just felt so proud that I'm here and I get to know you and I get to meet you and I get to brag about knowing you now. I mean, you can imagine now when I go around everywhere and I need to, get a little bit credibility with people here or in India, that's what I'm going to say. I know Rathnaji. That's really special.
Our next speaker is Sri Gaudan Hanavati, who is the spiritual head of the Chinmaya Mission in Houston.
To be recognized by our own peers is the greatest honor. And to be recognized by the Sangeet Natak Academy for Rathnaji and for all of us, that cannot be a greater achievement. Congratulations. But what I admire most about Rathnaji, I honestly don't understand that much about dance. That's not my field, but I do enjoy when I watch your students perform, and I've seen you perform also. But my concern is with her contribution. All of us are involved in extroverted activity whereby others get excited with what we do. Excitement gives us joy, but for a few moments, what Rathnaji is teaching our children is integrating their personality, the body, mind, intellect, quieten it so that it can turn within. I know maybe not every young girl who comes learns that, but so many of them who stay with you for many years, this is what they learn. And all of us go through ups and downs in life. But it is that ability to integrate mind and intellect and make it quiet and turn within. That is the greatest reward a teacher can teach to children, and to me, I think you deserve a tremendous amount of congratulations.
City of Sugarland Councilman, Mr. Thomas Abraham.
We are very proud of you, and Sugarland is very proud of you. The citizens are proud of you. On behalf of the citizens of Sugarland and Council, may I congratulate you, and God bless you and keep you healthy and strong and vibrant for many, many years. And also, we will never forget what impact you're making to our younger generations, future generations.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker is Mrs. Sonal Butcher, a trustee with the Fort Bend Independent School District Board of Directors, whose daughter studied and graduated under Rathna in Bharatanatyam.
Not Rathna Aunty, the winner of all of these awards and accolades, but Rathna Aunty, the person who has touched an incredible number of lives. I'd like to take a few minutes to share some of the thoughts that we have come to know of her as a guru, as an artist, and as an ambassador. Of course, as an artist par excellence. Her choreography is stunning, it is amazing, and over these last 25 years, she is not Dr. Rathna Kumar to us, she is Rathna Aunty to all of us. Rathna Aunty, you're the best, everyone else is just the rest.
Miss Margaret Mims, the Director of Education Programs at the Museum of Fine Arts, Houston. Miss Margaret Mims.
It's my great delight to congratulate the museum's friend, Dr. Rathna Kumar, a supremely gifted artist and educator who has designed a very broad array of programs for family, teacher, and adult programs. Over and over and over again, she's made audiences, both young and old, feel the rhythms of India reflected in the sculptures in our galleries. Our city is so young compared to India, but our city is rich with traditions from all over the world, thanks to the dedication and the talent and the generosity of spirit of exceptional artists like Dr. Rathna Kumar. Thank you.
Rathna, student of Kuchipudi, who distinguished herself by making it into the Guinness Book of Records for Kuchipudi.
I enjoy learning Kuchipudi from her, and I had the distinction of being the oldest student in the Anjali School of Dance. I am also older than her by 1 day. We are both Scorpios, fiercely loyal, incredibly stubborn, and determined. It has been my pleasure learning from my teach. Teach, I wish you the very, very best, and may Lord Krishna keep both of us dancing for many years to come. And like we say in Spanish, Profesora, la quiero con alma, vida y sombrero.
Martha Blackwelder, who is the Executive Director of Asia Society. Come on.
When I first met Rathna, when you study Indian art, you bump into a lot of Sanskrit words, and I don't mean to know them, but I often impress people by accident by saying, I know that your name means the following. And when I met Rathna, I said, doesn't your name mean jewel, like the Tri Ratna or Ratna? And she said, yes, it does. It does, right? Yes. I wrote it in the program, and later I was like, oh, I needed to look at a dictionary. But I remember because the Tri Ratna is the 3 jewels. And so I've always felt that Ratna really encapsulated the essence of being this great jewel, both a cultural diplomat as well as one who inspires and excites and passes on this rich tradition to the next generation. So I'm honored to be here. Congratulations, Rathnaji. It's an amazing accomplishment, and I'm honored to be able to stand and speak to all of you. So thank you very much. for the opportunity. And Rathna, congratulations.
Speakers who shall address you jointly truly need no introduction. They are highly regarded in the local community as cultural activists and have been close friends and co-conspirators of Rathna's for over 3 decades. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Prabha Bala and Taradas.
And I would like to recognize the presence of some very important people connected with Rathna. I would like to recognize Neeta Sani, who is present here. She is from the Houston Community College Board of Trustees. And I'd like to recognize the president of Indo-American Charity Foundation, Anu Bala, is here. And also Mana Parikh, president of the Chamber of Commerce in the city of Houston, as well as Colonel Rajbala, president of the India Cultural Center.
We have another distinguished guest here, and she is Ms. Susan Borges, who heads the phenomenal and many faceted individual. Tara and I decided to speak of Rathna's Navagunas that make her not just Rathna, but a Navaratna. Alacrity, quickness of grasp, and all of that is a mark of one's intelligence, then certainly that is Rathna. The speed with which she can absorb details, remember, and reinterpret is remarkable. And
the very fact we are all assembled here under this roof, Anjali Center of Indian Performing Arts. This Anjali Center stands as a monument to her organization abilities, establishment of 2 institutions, which Mr. Arora referred to, Anjali and Samskriti, bears testimony to her organizational capacity.
she has many talents. She can dance, she can act, she can sing, she can write, she can speak. But she can also mimic.
Anil Kumar, I just want one moment of your time here. We listed the 9 gems. The one more gem, which was the gem of a man who is behind her. I would not be behind the man. Rathna, you are not Navaratna, you are Dasharatna.
I was overwhelmed. First thing I did was to call Anil. I said, you won't believe. I mean, this happened. And I said, please tell him up. And then I called my mother. And I said, because these were the people who have done everything for my dance and let me become what I have become. Everyone here, every single person here today has made a difference in my life. You're mentioning that I changed the lives of them. But if you didn't place your children in my hands, if you didn't allow me to use them as guinea pigs for my creativity, I could have never become creative. I would have just been, I came here in my 20s wanting to be a performer. I didn't want to teach because I was afraid if I teach, then I would never be able to perform. Many times I regretted. Many times I used to think, why did I come away at the peak of my career? What did I achieve? Then I looked at all my students. I look at all those pictures. And then I keep thinking, my God, what would I have lost if I didn't come here? My life would have been so different. I've learned from each one of you. I've learned so many good things from all my friends, from my colleagues, from my students, from my grandchildren, from my children. And from Anil, who's a very patient man, unlike me. The gratitude I have in my heart for everyone, it's just, there are no words. There are no words to even explain what I feel for each and every one of you. Most of all, for your friendship. For your friendship, which means the world to me. I feel so wonderful to be able to blaze this trail. I'm so glad that now this new avenue has opened up for all other wonderful dancers, perhaps even better than way better than me, who are in different parts of this country, of Europe, of South Africa, so many countries, Australia,
for doing great work and with much less of an infrastructure than is available in India, who struggle to reach where they have reached. It was a very uphill task for me. It was not very easy. It was quite difficult. But the fact that that we all stuck to our guns because of our love for this art, for our love for our culture, our country. Thank you all very, very, very much for being here. Very good.